I'm Jason, co-founder of AcroYoga, and I want to tell a little story about contentment and letting go. So once upon a time, I was embarking on my yoga career, and I was really committed to only teaching yoga. And I picked the most difficult city in the world, San Francisco. There are so many yoga teachers and so many yoga studios, and it was really hard in the beginning to get enough classes to be able to pay rent. So one of my solutions was, okay, I'll live in a van. So for about 6 months, I was living in my van in San Francisco, and things were actually going really well for me, well enough. And my friend threw a surprise birthday party for me on my 30th birthday. So that night I didn't sleep in my van. I got a case of coconuts and a book on Buddhism. Those are my gifts. And the next morning I wake up and my van was gone. My credit cards, my phone, my computer, my passport, all of my clothes, everything I owned was liberated in that moment. And it was obviously a difficult moment, but it was also a beautiful moment to really let go of the things that I had. And one of the things that I let go of was the lifestyle that I was living, trying to make it as a yoga teacher in San Francisco. So there I was with my coconuts and my Buddhism book. I was sipping coconuts and reading, and on page 4 it talked about homelessness and wandering. I thought, okay, this seems like the next step for me. And as soon as I started traveling and teaching, it was so much more abundant. I ended up going to Los Angeles, New York, and then Europe. And when I was in Europe, I made enough money to pay for my computer and to buy all of my possessions again. And what the journey taught me about was letting go of my attachment to material objects. And one of the things that I really started practicing was if I'd have a shirt and somebody said, oh, I really love that shirt, I would give it away before it was taken away from me by forces that I didn't know. So it really gave me a good relationship to things. And what became more difficult is I would be traveling from one community to the next, and I would start just falling in love with these communities of amazing people, and I'd have to go from this place, I'd have to unplug and go to the next place. So a lot of what this journey has taught me was first in the physical realm of letting go, and then it ends up to be a more difficult thing to let go of the comfort of relationships and being around certain people. So the moral of my story for me has been that was the biggest liberation I've ever had of my physical possessions, and that brought me back to what are the things that are really important to me, and the things that are really important to me are the connections I have with friends and community, and that is to this day the thing that I'm most strongly connected to and I have the hardest time letting go of. So I invite you guys to let go of things that aren't serving you and stay really attached to the beautiful things that are supporting you.